Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Hi to all my viewers. Bonjour, privet, guten tag, hola, and ciao to my foreign viewers. And today we're going to be looking at this little Imperial cracked ice knife. And pretty little knife there. It is a shell back, so you can look at the ends and you can see the tabs are bent over into the knife. And this is called a shell back because basically it's a hollow piece of sheet metal um, that's forming the bolsters, the scales, everything. And so they just could quickly fix that through a machine process. There's tabs at both ends. You can see them right there. And this is what I call wallpaper. But they just put any kind of material down there and covered it with a thin coat of laminate. And so this knife is 3¼ inches long. And you can see the tang stamp here, Imperial, Providence, USA. And so that would put the date of this knife between 1946 and 1956. And I suspect later, because initially in the early years, they just put these shell covers on and they didn't have these pins here. So this is not a true pin. It doesn't go through to the liners and pin to the liner like a normal knife. And what they did here is these things had a habit of coming off. You can see it's just tucked in there. So if you hit this on something and broke it, the whole handle would come off of the knife. And so what they did later is they started putting these pins in there to make you think that they were pinned. Because people had quit buying these knives because these shellback covers were kind of unreliable. So little advertising deception going on there with those pins, and that's kind of interesting. But you got your main blade right here, long pull, kind of soft. Yeah, it's okay. Good walk and talk on that. It's nicely round here, so you don't, good transition from the blade to the back spring. But back here, these shell backs, they just threw them on, and oftentimes the spine of your knife or the back spring was lower actually than the ends of the handle. So almost all of these have some type of uh, the scales and the liners are above proud of the back spring on almost all of these. They're just really cheap. And we'll open the other blade up here. Yeah, patent numbers there. Nice walk and talk. And that's your blade. A little bit wear on this thing. One thing I'd advise, if you're picking these up, you can see that these are carbon steel liners. And so you should clean these up, and you can either use sandpaper to clean the inside of these carbon steel liners. See the spots right there where the discoloration on the steel liner. And these things will rust pretty bad because they're just carbon steel. And you should clean those up either with some sandpaper or some steel wool, and then lightly put a light coat of oil on them if you want to maintain it for a while without them rusting out on you. At least that's what I do. So anyhow, just a little cool penknife. Inexpensive. These things were like 25 cents. They used to sell them for. But you can see it still works today and would still make a good penknife today. You know, not too fancy, but hey, it'll do, right? All right, I hope you found the video was informative, and I really appreciate your guys' support. Thanks again.